And away we go. It is the Nightcap, brought to you by Hail Mary Sports Bar right here on BearcatJournal.com. Go see our good friends at Hail Mary's, located in Cheviot. They're right on Harrison Avenue, so they're in the Door District. You can go from bar to bar with your drinks or just kick it at Hail Mary's. They've got 27 TVs, a 9-screen video wall. They have the DirecTV sports package, so you can watch all the games. And, of course, Cincy Sports always on the video wall, including Friday night for the Louisville game, Saturday for the BYU game. If you can't make it to either of those, head to Hail Mary's. They'll get you taken care of. Brand new walk-in coolers, brand new draft lines, and, of course, ice cold Cincy Light in 32.8 degree frosted glasses. All right, Aaron, let's get this little show on the road. It was Talkin Tuesday. I, unfortunately, was being dad this afternoon to a kid that's not feeling well, so I did not get to make it down. She probably feels about like Aaron, who it seems like is dealing with the same respiratory gunk that is going. I had it last week. Aaron's got it this week. Kelsey's got it this week. Hopefully, Wes tomorrow. So maybe we'll do that one Thursday after we do our 3 keys for the BYU game. But lots of stuff going. It's crossover season. There's lots of stuff going on. We got basketball coming up Friday, football Saturday, basketball Monday, basketball Wednesday, football Saturday. I think basketball the following Monday. There's like 5 games in 8 days coming up here. So, bang, bang. It should be a blast. Aaron, let's get to it. Talking about Talkin.
Sure, let's. All right. Coach Scott Satterfield started things off. He said that we just simply didn't make the plays. It was a tough loss, a disappointing loss. Said we had missed tackles. There were guys in position that just didn't make the plays. They didn't knock the balls down. I've been screaming that all season. Said that BYU is a mature team, a physical team. They're coached well. They have one of the best defenses in the country, and that Bear Bachmeier has been really good. He can run well. They run the ball well in general. So it sounds like rinse, wash, repeat for the last 3 games here.
Yeah.
22 seniors walking on Saturday, including Dante Corleone and Gavin Gerhardt. This gives me a cycle, Chad. They were freshmen when I started, and now they're done, and that makes me feel old.
I've been doing this for 19 years. I don't know of 2 guys that UC meant more to than those 2 guys. Like, are there other guys that are right up there on the same level? Yes. But those 2 guys had a million opportunities to leave. They had a million opportunities to jump ship and get the hell out of Dodge. Both of them are local. It meant something to play at Cincinnati. It has meant, and it will mean something to play at Cincinnati for both of them for a long, long time. Love both of those dudes. Gonna be I might get a little misty-eyed down there Saturday night with those 2 guys heading out.
You talk about them having a million reasons to leave. Dante, in particular, probably had millions of reasons.
Millions of reasons to leave.
Millions. Multiple millions.
Yeah. And he stayed, and he fought his ass off for this city. So, love those guys.
Through injury after injury, some that were, most were not anything that he could have helped himself. In any case. Yeah. The coach said he was not surprised how much we missed Goody and Pryor, but both should be good to go. Strange question to ask.
Are you surprised you've missed 2 of your most explosive offensive players? No, I'm not surprised. I kind of expected that we would miss 2 of our biggest home run hitters. What are we doing? Really doing?
These are my notes.
I know. I'm not talking about you.
So we're talking about Talkin. Arizona muddied up the front and has good secondary. We weren't consistent enough in the run game. Offense didn't do anything when given the ball back with the lead, and we just didn't play complimentary football. Scott was maybe as critical of the team as he's been in a presser today.
He was pretty blunt. I'm upset that I missed this one because I think I could have got some good stuff out of this one.
Heavy as the crown. BYU is very efficient on offense in everything they do. We're going to have to play complete football in all three phases to be a championship team, just in general, not just this season, but in any season. When one or two phases fall off, it does make it harder. There were 4 or 5 drops against Arizona, and that makes a big difference. It's not just one player, it's the whole team. They have to run good routes. They have to make good catches. Shocker. Said that BYU will play man. They'll mix it up. Corners are good, and they make plays.
Yeah, they're I don't think they're as good as Utah and Arizona, but they're good.
Sorry, I was coughing.
No worries.
Said that they've been playing a lot of good teams here. Arizona and Utah both are in the top 6 defensively. BYU is 13th in pass efficiency, so there's just simply less room for error, and you have to run crisp routes. You have to throw the ball on time. You have to make contested catches. You have to execute in all phases of the pass game. Said he's never lost a coin toss this many times in his life. He said that it's supposed to be 50-50. Did he say he has not won a coin toss this season?
I don't remember one that they've won.
That's insane.
I'd have to find out for sure, but I don't remember one that they've won. It feels like they've gotten the opening kick almost every time because the other team has won the coin toss and deferred. And teams, it feels like every game a team is got the ball at the end of the half and gets the ball coming out of the half.
He said he and Sorsby have joked about not having the ball for over an hour.
Like an hour, yeah.
But no, coach, it's literally been over an hour, sometimes an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Said that once you get your first down, you get into a rhythm. When you get nothing on first down, it makes you press a bit on second and third down, which leads to the 3 and outs. And that's kind of what they've been running into with this man stuff. Whether you run on first down and don't get anything, or if you pass and it's an incomplete pass, then it just gets tricky. Said that it does take resources to build your team out and be successful. There's no beating around the bush with that as far as NIL and all that goes. Just in general. And he said that now teams are less focused on recruiting and more on retention, keeping the guys around that you have. And said it's one thing to have a Saturday show early on in the season when nobody around the country really necessarily knows much about teams, but to have it this late in the season is really cool and just a nice showcase for a team that's having a successful season. So he's pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
Moving on to Brendel and Sorsby. Said that the seniors are a special group of guys. It's a sad time, but an exciting time. And, you have guys who were here, the guys who were transfers. He's gotten close with, especially on offense, all those guys. So said they expected Utah in that they were going to be facing man. And from Utah on, they were going to be facing that man coverage. You have to play loose and let whatever happens happen. Said Nip at Night should be really loud and fun. You have to give the fans something to cheer about. Also said Bear Bachmeier's having an impressive season. Said that we did lose a close one last week, that we had a chance to win. We had some similar situations last year, but this year's a better team, and he does expect this team to bounce back. He said his ankle is in a much better spot. He didn't seem to be wincing or anything as he shifted as he was on Saturday. Said that Evan Pryor is an experienced guy who can help beat man simply because he's seen it. Said that BYU is physical and disciplined and should be a good challenge. And said that if teams are going to take Royer away, Joe Royer, we have to find a guy or have to find a way to get him the ball and get the pass game going, because the more you get first downs, the more you have opportunities to spread the ball around, and the ball is naturally going to find him if they're able to get first downs and have more plays.
Like that's of all of this stuff, man. Dave and I had a long talk today. Like more than anything, that's the issue. More than they can't beat man or they can't do this or they can't do that. They're going 3 and out way too much. Yep. It is touchdown or 3 and out.
Boom or bust.
Been like that. It's been like that all season. It's just that there were more touchdowns than 3 and outs before. And now that is flipped. And there's more 3 and outs than touchdowns. And that's why they're losing games. Like, do I think the man thing, the man-to-man thing is real? Yes. But guess what? If Utah and Arizona played zone, Cincinnati still would have had problems because their defenders have been better than Cincinnati's wide receivers. Their defense has been better than Cincinnati's offense the last 2 games. Like, that's not just it's only because they play man. It's because their players have been better than Cincinnati's players. That's why those teams are in the top 10, top 5 in pass defense. Yeah. Top whatever. That they're elite pass defenses. It's not because they're playing man. They're playing man because they have better players. Like when Cincinnati play under Freeman had Sauce and Kobe and all those guys, they played a ton of man because they could. And then the next year, when they didn't have all those guys, you know what they did, Aaron? Played a little bit more zone because they didn't have great man defenders. It's crazy how that works.
Said that Brendan Sorsby he finished up saying that they need to go out and have fun. In their losses, they've basically been a lot of shooting themselves in the foot, and they have to play free. If they play free, then everyone should like where they end up. Moving on to Mike Coleman, coming off his best game as a Bearcat. He said that the difference between Fafita and Bear Bachmeier, when asked what he thinks about being able to bring Bear Bachmeier down, he said he thinks he can bring any quarterback down. It's not much of a different challenge. He just has to go out and do the job the best he can. He said he executed his job well this week, and the stats showed that. It felt good to play freely, having fun, and actually dominating in a game. He said coming off that injury, he trusted his training all off season coming back from that. He had coaches pushing him. He pushed himself, and he knew his moments would come. He said that he's definitely taken advantage of talking with Dante Corleone over the last 2 seasons, taking things from him, how to be more consistent, his routine. It's just nice to have a different perspective from somebody who's played at this high of a level. He was asked about Marquez Parker, he said he's younger. He's one of the strongest defensive linemen on the team, one of the strongest players on the team. And they challenge each other. He said that Marquez is a solid player, and he's excited to see what he does. And he said over the last 2 seasons, everyone has talked about Nip at Night since he got here, but he hasn't seen it. It should be emotional. It should be loud. It should be crazy. And he just wants to send the seniors out on a right note.
It's wild that there are guys that have been here for 2 years and haven't played a Nip at Night.
Crazy.
But there was a couple 6 o'clock games, but those were in like August where it doesn't get dark until like 9:30. So
10, yeah.
So yeah, it's wild that there's that many guys that have never experienced this.
Moving on to Jack Dingle. He said his dad might cry for the first time. I don't know if he meant for the first time like that day or that week or in his life or as a Bearcat, like since Jack's been a Bearcat. I don't know what he meant by his dad might cry for the first time. I can't imagine his dad has never cried. But he said then they were trying to figure out what they're going to do next year, and as a family, they might just get season tickets. So go figure. A legacy continues a legacy.
I'm gonna need to get Gavin like a tailgate spot right next to the Campbells, because I think they're going to be there a while.
Maybe
That center legacy just living next to each other in the tailgate garage.
Yeah.
The whole crew was there last Saturday.
This was Jack that I'm talking
about.
Okay,
Jack.
I haven't even gotten to Gavin.
Okay.
Well,
they already do. Like, what's he got to change? He just joined his family for their tailgate.
I get and Jacob's already been going to the game, so they just have to get one extra ticket for Jack, or does he have? I don't know what his relationship status is. If he's got a significant other, or but
I mean, he's
maybe 2 tickets then. Okay,
it feels like he's been here long enough that he should get one of those like baseball coins that you just show, like if you play long enough in the major leagues. Did you know this?
Yeah.
If you have enough tenure in the major league, you just get a coin, and you can go to any park, any game you want.
Anytime. Yeah.
Show the coin, and you automatically get in. Like the Dingle family all deserves like Bearcat coins, where they just bing, in you go.
I don't disagree. He said that against Arizona, the defense started off great, but they broke in the third quarter. There were just too many mistakes. Said that BYU is big and physical, and they need to keep the ball off the perimeter. Said that you've got to go low and wrap up Bachmeier, and you should be fine as far as just tackling a large human who is apparently about the size of Jack Dingle, at least according to Scott. Said that the game is a game of inches. You've got to make up for the inches, particularly in those types of plays like Christian Harrison getting his finger on the ball and missing it by inches. Those are the inches that you have to find somehow to make up, and when you can't make up those inches, then you lose. Said that it's the first nip at night since he was like a freshman or a sophomore. He couldn't really remember. Said that game was against UCF, he thinks, but that was the last nip at night, I guess. I don't know.
I don't think that's right, but whatever.
Jack Dingle's had a lot of hits to the head.
Easy.
I joke. Gavin Gerhardt said that time here has meant the world. It's been very special. He's made best friends for life. Said the fans have meant the world, and things are going to be emotional. Said he won't. He told himself he's not going to cry until the end. He's hoping that they're tears of joy, but the leaders want to send the seniors out the right way. Said that he's already starting to feel like this week is going to be different. He's got somewhere 40, 50 friends and family that are going to be here at the game. He hasn't reflected on the season, on his time at Cincinnati as a whole a lot yet. But as the season winds down, he probably will. Said that the college football playoff will be a top memory, and he's hoping this season is right up there when all is said and done. Said that the staff needs to continue to bring in the right leaders and great people in. Said that the guys that are coming back hopefully will continue doing what he and some of the other senior leaders did and help out the staff in making sure that they are bringing the right guys in to the program. Said that there's no greater honor in his life than being a Bearcat. It brought his family closer and gave him his best friends.
Oh, Aaron's coughing again.
Yep. He said it's been a crazy ride with so many sellouts. The first game that he started was, or maybe the first game he had, was an empty stadium during COVID. So he remembers running out there and there being only just family members. But yeah, it's been a wild ride. Considering
I've tried to block that entire experience out.
The world has tried to block out that entire experience. He went on to talk about the Arizona game again. Said that the box was loaded with 8. Sometimes it felt like 9. They blitzed the backside, but if you can seal the front side on runs, hopefully you can get a couple more. So it looks like that's what they're going to be trying to do against BYU. And then his last question, he said he couldn't ever imagine being tied for the most starts as a Bearcat at 47, a 4-year starter, a 3-year captain. He said that when he came in, he just wanted to do his part and play as much as he could. That's a humble human. I love him.
he
I love him.
he played as much as he possibly could. Like
didn't
he absolutely accomplished that. It almost impossible to play as much football as Gavin Gerhardt played in his time at Cincinnati. That's for sure.
Yep. But
all right,
that's all I got.
There you
Thanks
go.
Me, sorry about the coughing.
It's all good. We've all been there this week. Feels like the past 10 days.
Yeah.
That's gonna do it. We'll be back with the BCJ pod tomorrow night. We'll see you there. That is the Nightcap, brought to you by Hail Mary Sports Bar, right here on BearcatJournal.com.
See ya!